Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. To kick us off, here's Justin Rohrwasser. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Throwing on first down is Carr. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr. Flush to his right. This is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. To throw his Carr. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Charger football to start quarter number 2. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, Carr. A check down here to Jones. And some room to run now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Carr. His throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Muscles him off, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Prescott to throw it. Touchdown! It's complete. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
First down, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it second down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Mike 28. Mike 28.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Giants! Devontae Parker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Elliott. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for L.A. Now Jones. he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to 2. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A give to Elliott running left. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Elliott. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening, and